Yes, in regards to SD-200, it really surprised me. I had no idea that it was going to react the way it did. There are some products, you hear about and you check them out after the big advertising and nothing seems to happen. Well, I had a few products that I was testing out, but what I did was I ran out and I had ordered the SD-200 and I waited to the last of them to check it out. So I tested it out, and it was in the beginning of that third week. See, it didn't come overnight. I just figured I'd go in and take it anyway. And I was driving down the street one day, and I listened to a lot of laid-back music. But for some reason, I had to pick up the beat a little bit. It kind of gave me back a little speed, but it wasn't a speedy product. It just kind of like I had to pick the pace up, and so it's like I felt literally like I did when I was in my late 20s or in my 20s, and it was really it really caught me off guard. And I noticed that when I looked at women, if I was talking with them, I could it's that drive that I had. When if you have erectile problems, if you can't really get it up as like you used to, your conversation might start off, but you don't take it too far because you don't want to have to end up in the bedroom somewhere and not able to get off when you want to. But this right here, it just picked the whole thing up. It really surprised me, and so I feel a lot better about it than what I did about what I felt before. Before I was kind of like sluggish, and I listened to like some laid-back radio station. It's good if you like that kind of music, but now I have to pick it up and get a different pace on. So I feel I'm able to think clearer. I can think sharper and faster because I still study a lot, and it's really been a big help. Now, what made me choose it over the other brands was that, well, other brands, they had good advertisements, but it didn't do too much for me. I'm sure maybe somebody else may have benefited, but everything's not for everybody, but it didn't really do anything, so I didn't expect too much, so. And then when I went to the doctor to talk about, like the erectile wasn't really coming up or, really hard and nothing like that, so he gave me some of those, the drugs they have, like got the Levitra and stuff like that, and, well, it really sat in my closet because if I read about what it can do to your eyesight and your health, I didn't really want to get into it, and so I left it alone. I just stayed right there, and I got on the internet and was searching for something. And when I came across an advertisement about Tongkat, and I've heard about this before, but I never thought of it as an extract. It's always an additive in something, and you guys were saying that it wasn't enough to try to extract it, so it caught my attention, and I ordered it, and pretty much the rest of it is history. So that's what made me want to try it, and that's how I heard about it. And so, like, it was a situation that I was going through in my life, because I'm 58 years old, and things can happen. A lot of things can happen to you. 58, and as I was talking to my doctor once, he said an average guy that's 40 years old can't get an erection at all. I never thought of it that way, but he said I was doing good, whatever I was doing, but that wasn't quite enough. It literally supercharged my outlook on life without any kind of speedy effect. It was just natural. It's just like waking up from sleep. One day I was there, and when I think about sex or something like that, I get a reaction right off, which was years. It's been a long time since that happened. So that's what got me into the product, and I really liked it, and it was a big surprise for me. It was nothing like I thought it was, and if I hadn't run out to the other stuff, I may not have ever tried this here. You put things off, but this is one I'm certainly glad that I didn't put off. And I want to say something else too, that I would very, very highly recommend it to anybody who wants to try it, but tell them not to try it to think you're going to get an overnight, like 1 hour at work, maybe 2 hours, or maybe the next day. It's a product that's natural, and it takes its time. Like I said, I was going into the third week for me when all this stuff happened, and like it's been just straight ahead ever since. And so I'm going to leave off with that. And by the way, my name is James, and I will see you later, and I've been looking forward for the next order. Goodbye.